Hello everyone, it's Isaac Ewosho, your instructor, English Composition 2500. Right now, I'm recording this message from Long Beach, California. I'm at a place called, this is the San Pedro Bay. It represents a body of water, an inlet from the Pacific Ocean that forms a peninsula but also gets in by the coast of Long Beach. You can see some of these on a jet ski over there. All sorts of activities happens around the coast of Long Beach, California. Behind me is a British cruise liner, RMS. It was called RMS Queen Mary. It took its maiden voyage in 1936. I remember reading that. And Long Beach itself is a coastal city, has the second largest port in the United States. It's the seventh most populous city in California, and California is a huge state, I'm finding out. The cruise line ship over there is pretty big. It reminds me of the Titanic. I don't know if you guys have seen the Titanic, but that's something I wanted to just share with you of what I'm doing. I thought I should just leave you this message as I recall the activities for Module 9, Week 9. You are going to be conferencing with me. You are going to be having peer review. I've placed you in a peer review group. Hopefully it's a group with someone who is doing something similar with you. As long as it's feasible. Of course, it's not always feasible because some of you have different topics. But those of you who have very unique topics, and if you're up to 4 or 3, I put you in the same group. So hopefully that should help you in brainstorming as you think through your paper and your research paper. I would confess that the research paper is, as I've mentioned, is the most complicated assignment I will give you. And of course, it's part of the curriculum. I didn't design the assignment. If I had my way, it would be the last assignment to complete in the course. So I want to say that if you've done your best, just know that this is a skill you will continue to improve for the rest of your life, especially if you're interested in research. I myself am interested in research, and I delivered my presentation today, and I got some feedback. Well, there are certain things that I have to work on to develop my research, especially when I'm stepping into a new field. So if you are doing the research for the first time, don't feel ashamed, don't be worried. If you stumble, it's a process, but you learn from it. And the next paper you write, you will show that you've grown and you've matured when it comes to feedback. So when you conference with me, the plan is for me to give you feedback on your paper, bring to me questions you have about your research. If it's something I can help you with, I will make recommendations. If not, I will let you know I cannot. Obviously, you're the one who is the most interested in your paper. So I'm going to assume that you have you've done some background research into the paper. So you know what difficulty or what controversies are in that field. When you get feedback from your peers, hopefully that should help you with your research paper. That's the plan. Like I said, it's not always feasible to put you guys in a group, especially when you all have different topics. But if you have similar topics that are related, maybe like for instance AI, I just put you in the same group. Now, if you don't have somebody who's in the same group talking about your topic, that's because you have a unique topic and I have to make a decision. So maybe we'll talk about it when you conference with me. If you cannot conference with me for one reason or the other, maybe due to conflict in your schedule, let me know. But the ideal here, the plan B is that you will see a tutor. So I gave you a heads up. I'm not going to change the we have been running the class at this time of the semester. So if you cannot see a tutor, you need to let me know as soon as possible. But that's one way to get credit for it. I just want you to talk to somebody else about your paper and get the feedback that will help you grow as a student, as a researcher, and as a human being too. We all need feedback to help us grow. I also want to mention that in the course, I think there's a midterm survey. You should have completed it. If you didn't complete it, that's fine. I look at the midterm survey, and if there are certain changes I can make, I try my best to. And obviously, when I meet with you too, you can share that with me, any concerns you have. I also want to mention that as we are approaching the 9th week semester, we just hang in there. In about 5, 6, 7 more weeks, the semester will be over. In 7 more weeks, because it's a 16-week course. So hang in there. You guys slowly but surely will reach the finishing line. And that concludes my message. I am flying back to Des Moines tomorrow, and I look forward to recording more videos. Maybe not the ones like this, but I'll find a way to get to you. Bye for now.